My name is Jia Gupta and I am the co-founder and director of communications for the nonprofit organization Little Mentors, which is hosting today's gathering.
Hi, my name is Karina Gupta. I'm the director of operations as well as the co-founder of Little Mentors.
Hi, my name is Jessie Sklar. I'm the director of chapter development at Little Mentors, and I'm honored to be emceeing this event with Gia.
Hello, my name is Gina Liu. I am the Director of Development here at Little Mentors.
Hello, I'm Asher Boyskin, and I'm the Secretary here at Little Mentors.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Radin, and I'm the Treasurer here at Little Mentors.
Thank you to everyone for joining, and a special thank you to our esteemed speakers or guests for taking your time to join today's event. The speakers today will inspire, empower, and motivate by telling their personal stories of growth and pursuit to achieve their goals. These speeches and live answers to your questions can make a difference by allowing you to one day tell your own story to future generations. I am honored to pass it on to the Director of Operations, Karina Gupta, to play a video demonstrating some of the things we've done as an organization.
Gupta.
Hi, my name is Jia Gupta.
Hi, I'm Karina Gupta.
And
we created Little Mentors. Little Mentors is a nonprofit organization created by 8th grade triplets.
We created this nonprofit organization on the basis of creating a true impact on the world through simple kids endeavors.
Our primary goal is to inspire, help, and support kids locally and worldwide that we interact with.
And to do this, we've done global video calls, local events, and videos with our mentors.
Today is your day. Please welcome an adorable 6-year-old chef from India, Kitcha. So this is your first time?
Oh, okay.
Everybody, I am little mentor Nihal Raj.
We were trying to find a way to interact with kids locally and worldwide. This is how we came up with the idea of Little Mentors. We have found and believed that instead of just aiding the students that we interact with financial resources, a true relationship with the kids is more beneficial.
Hi, I'm Little Mentor Bella, and I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about negative body image and how to overcome it.
And I'm the existing president and the co-founder of Little Mentor. 2 years ago, my sisters and I were tasked with the question of how kids could possibly make a difference on adopting a world with shadows of adults. Because of this, we created a registered 501c3 nonprofit organization titled Little Mentors. The goal of Little Mentors is an international network for students to mutually interact and modernize and advance the system of a pen pal. To eloquently state this mission out, we want to empower and motivate one friend at a time. We want to discover how kids can empower and teach other kids, as the basis of our organization is this, and the end goal of our organization is to put smiles in other children's faces. To emphasize on this, we run local and international events, and we have been met with great success. As shown in the video, we've run book drives with over 2,000 books, and we've run supply drives in an orphanage in Costa Rica, as well as a Camden Youth Center. Now I call on you, as you can make a difference and strengthen yourself and your community by joining Little Mentors. If you're interested, please consider joining our next TED Talks, which will feature Nobel laureate Kailash Satyarthi. Now to Jessie Sklar, who will talk about the importance of our event and how to ask questions and introduce all of our speakers for today. Hi. As you know, we will be viewing live speeches from Mr. Peter Buffett, Mrs. Jen Halwell, and Mrs. Ruth Ringel. During their speeches, if you have any questions, type them into the Zoom chat to the host. If we approve your question, we will unmute you and you can ask your question live and get a live answer. Please be respectful to our guest speakers today, as they have volunteered their own time to come here. Also,
If you are interested in our organization, visit littlementors.org. Thank you once again to all of our speakers here today, and we are very excited to start the first Teddy Talks event. Now let's get started. Back to you, Gia.
Thank you, Jesse. First speaker, I'm glad to introduce Peter Buffett. Peter Buffett is the co-president of the Nova Foundation and a philanthropist supporting charitable causes worldwide. He is an Emmy Award-winning musician and composer as well. He is the author of Life is What You Make It, which is a New York Times bestselling novel. He has many achievements, and what I stated is only a small portion. Nevertheless, it is my distinct honor and privilege to now present Mr. Buffett.
And here I am. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's great to see you all here, to see faces, see names. It's wonderful what you're doing. Thank you for the invitation. When I speak with audiences, my favorite part actually is the questions. So I'll speak a little bit, but really what I look forward to is the conversation. And now more than ever, because we are in a time like no other, I think that's fair to say, worldwide. And I am absolutely sure, as I'm sure everyone else is in this call, that you're, meaning the youngest people here, are literally the future. You know, that can be sort of a saying that people say, you know, that the kids are our future. But now it's true more than ever, and I want to kind of talk about why that is. And this may seem a little funny, but you know, I think of ourselves, humans, as just one of the many species on the planet, right? There are all sorts of species of plants and animals and reptiles and, you know, whatever it is, but there's a lot of things out there, and we're just one of them. And we think we're unique, and we are in a lot of ways, but one of probably the most unique things about our species is something that most people don't generally think about. And that is that if you look at any other species, if you look at a horse, it learns to walk in about 20 minutes. If you look at a sea turtle, I don't know the specifics, but you've seen maybe eggs hatching and they run right to the sea and they know just what to do. Every other species fulfills and understands its purpose within minutes, days, maybe weeks of its life. And we're the only one that doesn't. We're the only one that for the first 12 or 13 years is what is sometimes called neotenous, I think. In other words, we're not fully developed before we're born, like every other species pretty much is. And what happens because of that is that we are able to adapt to our environment, which we have seen happens generation after generation. It's why we're so different now than we were 100 years ago or 500 years before that, because we have the capabilities of adapting in those first 12 or 13 years. But the issue with that is that for those very same years, culture, stories, the thing we're born into, it can impress itself upon us so that by the time we are teenagers or older, we think this is the way it is, and it's the only way it is, because we've been taught a certain thing in school, we've been told certain things by our parents, we follow certain religious practices, whatever they may be. Every one of us is actually born into some other story, something that we didn't help make up. And so that is the challenge for everyone that's young today, is to look at all the stories we've been told, the stories we believe. If you were born one place, you'd believe one thing. If you were born another place, you'd believe another thing. And realize that these are only stories, and that it's going to take real imagination to come up with new ones at a time when it's imperative, if the species is going to really survive and thrive, to come up with new stories. And, you know, there's a lot of people saying, oh my gosh, you know, we got to get back to normal. We got to get back to normal. And there's plenty of people saying that normal wasn't so good. And so again, if I can provide any sense of inspiration, it's exactly what was talked about in the video and that I know you hold dear, which is relationships, one-to-one relationships, understanding someone else's story and how they got to believe what they believe, and respecting that and honoring it, and entering in not an argument to win, but a dialogue to learn and maybe grow and realize, okay, I didn't see it that way. I didn't realize this is happening for someone else. That makes me think about the world differently and how I might better help create one that is more fulfilling, really, and joyful for everyone I meet, which again, putting smiles on kids' faces, joy, play, curiosity, those things are going to be the most important parts of the next phase of our existence, frankly, because again, we find ourselves in a place that demands imagination. And oftentimes, when you think about play and curiosity, what that really is about is imagination and possibility. And so, again, I look forward to the dialogue and the questions, but I really wanted to start with that we are in a time that we are all, as adults and all the way to kids that haven't been born yet, are depending on your imagination and your connections across all sorts of boundaries that are either false or real, so that we can understand each other better and come up with just a more beautiful way of being for us. I look outside in my backyard and I see the squirrels and the birds and the deer and occasionally a bear, and they're not questioning who they are and what they should be in the world. They were born knowing, and so to kind of humble ourselves and recognize that we don't know. And if somebody tells you they have the answer, be suspect of that, because the answers are for us all to find out, because we're in this new world. So I think I'm going to leave it at that for now, but I would just love to talk further, obviously, and we will as this goes on. But that's my hope for everyone here, is that they look at their beliefs and the stories and other people's and really deeply examine and have fun unpacking those things and saying, what is really important here and what just is something I'm following because I was told to, or because that's what I'm supposed to do, as opposed to what's needed now.